My love is food, baby. Without it, you'll be starving. My love is food, baby. Without it, you'll be dying. I thought I heard you say when we spoke.
Hi, I'm Meghan Telpner and I am in Ohio. I'm here with Josh, and yesterday we went harvesting for some nettles, and I think that I still might have a little bit of the war wounds from it because they're stinging nettles and they do sting. And today we've got a special thing for you because we're going to make a tincture out of nettles, which will be really cool. So let's get started. What are you doing? What's the first step?
The first step when dealing with nettles is putting on gloves.
Why is that?
Because they sting you.
Alright, so what are nettles good for?
Nettles are just a general tonic for the body, is what they're mainly used for, which means that they just give nutrition to all the tissues in the body, which is very toning.
Okay.
They're also good for allergies.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing now?
We're going to use the leaves in the tincture, so we're going to take them off the stalks here, also known as the aerial parts.
The aerial part. So I'm going to put some gloves on and we'll do this together. So as Josh explained, we're just taking the leaves off the stem, and we can use the whole end, and they are prickly. They're very prickly. Be careful. Cautious. Cautious with stinging nettles. So we've amassed a little bit of a pile, and Josh, very skilled clearly, is just chopping them up.
We want to increase the surface area, that's why we're chopping it up.
Why do we want to increase the surface area?
So the alcohol comes in contact with more leaf and pulls more constituents out.
What are the constituents?
Constituents are the active ingredients that have the medicinal properties.
Interesting, interesting. So we want to fill the jar up to the top with the herb of choice of which we're making our tincture. The jar is full?
Mm-hmm.
Full of nettles. So now we are going to put the alcohol in. Josh's alky says it right on the side. And what percentage of alcohol is this?
This is 95% alcohol.
95% alcohol.
Which you can't normally get.
But?
I know someone.
He's got an alcohol dealer. So what would you do at home if you couldn't get 95% alcohol?
You would just use 40% alcohol, like a vodka or something.
Vodka
would work fine. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Good to know. Is it less potent then?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Okay, ready? Are we going to pour the alcohol into the tincture?
Let's
this is the most exciting part.
Ooh, let's do this.
Ready?
Ooh.
Okay, so we filled up the tincture with alcohol.
Yeah.
And now we're going to put some wax paper on because there's a rubber seal here. We don't want that to dissolve into the tincture. This is something I picked up in Ohio. At the farm.
So Josh, how long does a tincture last once it's ready?
Years.
Years?
Because the alcohol keeps it from going bad. It's a great way to preserve herbs.
So when you shake the tincture now twice a day, morning and evening.
Yep.
And at the end of the month you strain out the herbs, or do you leave them in?
You strain out the herbs and just keep the water, or what we call the menstruum.
Apparently the menstruum is the good stuff. We are now labeling the tincture. Nettle! And you don't need herbs to fill an entire mason jar. You can make smaller amounts just as long as your alcohol covers the herb that's in the jar. So I've written the English word nettle and the Latin word urtica something or other. And do I put the date on?
95%.
95%
Alcohol.
alcohol. So always
Just
put the alk content.
And what part you used?
I don't know. Oh, leaves. We use the leaves. So you'll put what the alcohol is and the part of the plant that you used. And this label will now wrap around the jar
6 times.
6 to 7 times. And give it a little shaky shake. You have to do it mindfully. And there's our tincture. we'll see you in a month when we're taking it, feeling good, instead of taking a swine flu vaccine. Nettle tincture. Bye!
I love it full, baby. Without it, you'll be dying.